Hey there. It is Friday afternoon, and I am at Starbucks in downtown Naperville, the one on Jefferson and Main for anybody that's local to this area. Been here about an hour drinking some coffee, just finished a venti coffee. I think it was a cappuccino latte and a little blueberry muffin chunk, free samples. Love free samples. But anyway, I've been sitting here about an hour, and for whatever reason, I've been overwhelmed with emotion today. I was back home, I was taking a hot bath, I was editing a video, and I came across a video I did about 2 or 3 weeks ago about my dog Holly and what happened with Holly, and I don't know, it just touched emotions deeply, and watching it caused the tears to start falling. January, Trey, well, you're going to have to watch the video. You're going to have to watch the video. No recaps for anybody. No recaps. By the way, this is the first live I've done. I've done 3 lives in a row, just doing subscriber-only commenting, because my audience is growing, has grown really quickly, and I get a lot of comments about everything. And I try and engage with my audience as best I can, but honestly, the amount of comments I get every day is sometimes can be a little distracting. I'll be in the middle of a good story, and somebody will ask, "Where you living? Where you working? Where you working?" If I don't answer right away, they get pissed off, and I just don't like that feeling. I don't want anybody angry at me. I want a good, loving group, and because of that, I went to subscriber only on a lot of my lives. But I'm going to try it where you guys can all comment right now and just see how it goes. And I'm going to turn the phone around, I'm going to scan my Starbucks, and then I'm going to go for a walk. If I talk, I talk. If I just walk, I walk. You are welcome to come along. Thank you for joining me today. Flip camera. Here is where I'm at. I am going to grab my gimbal and start walking. This is one of the coolest Starbucks I've been to. It was a Starbucks Reserve that they opened up in Naperville. I think it was just pre-COVID. And for a while it was a bar. They were serving fancy cocktails. But I remember when it opened up a few thing. Again, I'm on the corner of Jefferson and Main in downtown Naperville. And for anyone that doesn't know, Naperville is a town of about and was fortunate to work in one of the coolest cities in the suburbs of Chicago. I'll say the coolest suburb of Chicago, that is Naperville. A lot of great bars and restaurants. I don't know if you can see across the way. Gordon Ramsay opened up a Ramsay's Kitchen, and I have yet to eat there, but I hear good things. Ton of makeup stores. My daughters love coming down to downtown Naperville with their friends because there's a lot of makeup stores. This, I'm going to just stick my head in, is probably my favorite ice cream shop in Naperville. It is by the name of Kilwin's. How are you? You get any customers today?
You're the first.
Well, I'm not even a customer. I'm just doing a quick walkthrough showing my favorite ice cream shop in all of Naperville.
Come back and get some.
I may.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I used to go there a lot. There's a bar I used to hang out with when I used to drink called Potter's Place. The bar itself isn't too fancy, but it's got an awesome patio on the back. And spent many nights there drinking many cocktails. I was in Wheaton the other day, and I showed a business, the Naperville Running Company in Wheaton, and this is the mother store, if you will. A real neat store. Stick my head in here, why not? What's fun about doing my own live show is I get to do whatever the hell I want. Hello. Just doing a quick tour. Are you a runner?
I am.
What's your best time in what race? And don't be modest. What's your PR in the marathon?
2 hours and 49 minutes.
Awesome job. Did you run in any other races? Like the half, the mile, the 2 mile in high school, college?
I did not run until a couple of years ago in the pandemic.
Wow, and 2:49 is a great time. Do you happen to know who Lenny Sitko is?
I've heard the name.
He's got a shirt up on your thing.
Which one is it?
He's probably an Illinois shirt. I ran with him at University of Illinois. I walked on. He was a star runner.
Sure.
He used to kill me, and a really nice guy. And he's got a shirt up on your wall.
I assume that's probably awesome.
Yeah, no, he was a really cool guy. Ran at Notre Dame High School and then at U of I.
Nice.
Anyway, enjoy your day, sir.
Thank you very much. You too.
You got to throw some names around. When you used to run with guys, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Run with guys that ran in the Olympic trials and have broken 4 minutes in the mile. And were really cool guys. You got to drop names left and right, and I am not afraid to do it. Here's Everdean's Grilled Cheese Company. Really cool little sandwich places. Specialize, obviously, in grilled cheese, but you can get all sorts of cool stuff on your grilled cheese. And just a nice place to have lunch. What is that over there? I think that is the old Lululemon. And it's vacant. It needs somebody new there. Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, they've got the new Lululemon.
Yeah, I know they do, but But I used to do yoga in that one right there.
Yeah, that one's good too, I think.
Yeah. A Spice House, a Front Street Cantina. This is a cool place. It's, I guess, La Sorella de Francesca. Really nice food. I ate here a couple of years ago, just out on a nice summer night here on the patio. Obviously, you couldn't eat outside tonight, but really nice food. So I'm going to keep walking. Do we have anybody watching today? We got 40 people or something on. The Love Sack. That's kind of a funny name. It has really interesting, and I've been in there a couple times. Everything comes in pieces, I think, and you kind of can design your chairs and your couches in a bunch of weird different ways. So I'm gotta go in here. Naperville Nuts and Sweets. Really fun little old-fashioned candy shop where I used to come with my girls all the time, my older girls. Hello, ma'am. I'm just doing a quick video because this is one of my favorite stores in Naperville.
Okay.
I'm going to just show off some of the candy. Hopefully you still have the bug candy over here on the counter. You don't? Yes, you do. Yeah, they're well, the chocolate dipped insects.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean about the bug candy.
Okay.
Kid you not. People come in here and buy candy. They buy bugs and they eat them. I don't get it fully, but really cool little place. You can buy all sorts of soft and hard candies by the ounce or the pound or what have you. Beautiful store because it's just so colorful and so tasty. And if you like popcorn, they have popcorn. And if you like fudge or fine chocolates, look at some of these bad boys. You know, Look at some of those bad boys. Those would be tasty treats. But that's not what we're doing today. Thank you so much. And I'm back outside. I am back outside. Gonna continue my walk. Nando's Peri Peri, Noodles and Company, one of my daughter's favorite places to go. I kind of like it too. Reasonably priced, pretty darn good food, and a fair amount. Uh-oh. My gimbal's running wild. That building, wait a minute, what's going on? Whoa. Hold on, folks. There it is. That building right there hosts, with Ichido Ramen, has been so many different businesses in the last 10 years. And it's kind of sad because it's such a great location, right on the intersection of Jefferson and Washington Street. And again, for some reason, the businesses there don't tend to do too well, which is kind of sad. Right there, and you can't see it, with the blue awning, is a place that I've gone again with my daughters a bunch of times, called Pottery by You. And it's really cool. You buy pottery, they provide paint and brushes, and you sit there for an hour or whatever with your kids or birthday parties or what have you, and I don't know, just paint the pottery. And then they put it in the oven and glaze it, and you pick it up a few days later, and it's really, really cool. Tapville right there. It is a bar where you get craft beer by the ounce. I used to drink a lot, and I stopped drinking about 3 years ago. I couldn't give a dang about Tapville or any other craft beer place because I was a Heineken-aholic. And I'd go into these bars and I'd say, hey, do you have Heineken? And they'd go, no, we have all these great craft beers. What do you like in a beer? And I go, I like a Heineken. They wouldn't have it. There's Heisman's. It's kind of a newer bar, maybe 2-3 years old. Good hamburgers, big TVs. What is that? Tempt In? Indian Fusion? Holy smokes! This was one of my favorite breakfast joints in Naperville. We have a very large Indian population here in Naperville, and there's areas with lots of restaurants, but this is a new one to me. I didn't even know it was here, and again, it was one of my very favorite breakfast spots in Naperville. So for me, I'm a little disappointed because I used to love going to get omelets there and what have you. Mongolian barbecue was right here. It has closed. I would bet, like a lot of towns all over the country, there's a lot of retail space available. With so much business going online, and rent prices as they are, it just blows me away how challenging it must be to keep a commercial business going with a bricks and mortar storefront. This is one of the cooler stores in all in Naperville, and it's named Beetleman's. It's an old-fashioned furniture store. Super duper cool. I'm going to stick my head in and see if anybody yells at me. I'm not going to do a walk around, but it is really cool. I think it was originally established in 1861 or founded in 1861, I believe. And it's super neat. It's like 3 or 4 floors. Hello, sir. And they're all high ceilings, beautiful lofts. I don't know if you can see over there. That big steep stairway going up. They just don't build buildings like they used to. Sir, when was this? 1861? 1861?
No, the building was built in 1928.
Oh, when's Beetleman's? But when was Beetleman's founded?
1861.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so the building's 1928, and Beetleman's has been around since 1861. What's that?
Beetle.
I like saying beetle.
German, Beetle.
Beetle, potato. Anyway, have a great day, sir. Well, I don't think he liked my sense of humor. But I don't care. Jackson Avenue Pub that way. Great place to have a burger. Great place to have lunch. Again, I used to hang out down here so often because I was a drinker. One thing about Naperville is they got a hell of a lot of places to have a beer. And wow, this whole street is under construction coming up. And my plan was to walk that way and cross the covered bridge and show you the other side of the river. We're gonna have to be flexible with my plan. Right there is Barnes & Noble, or at least it used to be Barnes & Noble. But again, I think they were a victim of the economy and rental rates, and they shut their awesome Barnes & Noble location maybe a year ago now. And I'm gonna go back to it. Again, a huge store it was, right on the corner of Washington and Chicago Avenue in Naperville. And really sad to see it go. All right, I'd be remiss if I didn't pause for a moment here at the Lantern. If there was a place in Naperville that I can't blame the establishment that I spent too many hours drinking too many beers and eating too many burgers and having too much good time. It was at this bar, and again, it's called the Lantern. I may stick my head in. What's cool about the Lantern, it's kind of what I'd call a dive bar, and I mean that in the kindest terms. They offer reasonably priced beer. Look, $3.50 for a 16-ounce draft. They got great beer specials, good food specials, and I'm gonna stick my head in real quickly. Hello, folks. Just do a quick scan. This is my favorite bar in town. It is by the name of the Lantern. I don't like hanging out in bars too much these days, especially on camera, because it's lunchtime, and not everybody is gonna want to be seen on a live video in a bar at lunchtime. That wouldn't have mattered to me. I was, again, a realtor for 17 years. Partnered with my ex-wife for a while. We weren't afraid to have lunch meetings at the Lantern. Here's Peanuts Bar and Grill. Never a bar I've really hung out too much. Really tiny inside, but super cool patio in the back, right along the river. Why is my phone tilting? I don't know. Uh-oh. Trying to figure it out. There we go. Maybe there we go. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out this gimbal. And the best way to learn is to do, I think. Sure, you can do a little research, read the owner's manual, look up videos. And I did a little bit of all that. But generally, I'd rather just do and hope everything works out. And it usually does. Okay, I've got a new idea where to go. This is a bar called The Empire. Got a really cool patio upstairs. And this is a bar called The Empire. Got a really cool patio upstairs. And really nice sized bar. They have some open mic nights and things like that. That draw a big crowd, and in the summer months, just a nice place to go. Whoa! You can see the snow on the ground, and you can see the river. West Branch, there goes the Empire, the patio I was talking about. Nobody out there now. The West Branch of the DuPage River. You got construction. Wow, we got some snow I just stepped in. Construction on the far side, that's Washington Street. And that construction's been, wow, we got some snow I just stepped in. Construction on the far side, that's Washington Street. And that construction's been going on for years. And it's gonna be a great relief to the town when it's done, because that's the major thoroughfare through Naperville. All right, I'm gonna quickly cross here. again, show you where we're looking. This is Water Street. I walked the other way down it a few days ago. A lot of cool bars and restaurants. Hotel Indigo, 64 Wine Bar, Santo Cielo, Vasilis, Blue Sushi Tuna. A lot of great restaurants, a lot of cool dining. Just a great town. And this area, this whole area, all this reddish brick that you're seeing now, was all built in like 2017, I think. Now I'm going to take this walk through here. I've done a lot of videos sitting out here, and I ended up working at 64 Wine Bar for 4 or 5 months this summer or this fall. And I used to sit out here when I was doing my coffee show in the morning before it opened, because again, they have tables and chairs out year round. Nobody's going to be sitting out here today, but really neat place. I was talking about that Tapville, the beer, craft beer place a little bit ago. This is kind of the same. There's 64 bottles on tap. All the wine is self-serve, and they come in 1, 3, and 6 ounce pours, and they range from maybe $2 an ounce to there's one bottle of wine that for a 6 ounce glass they charge like $220. So most people aren't going to want to spend $200 on a glass of wine, but they might be curious how it tastes and might be willing to, I don't know, try an ounce or two. So anyway, this is Vasilis. And again, Blue Sushi Tuna. I'm going to risk life and limb and walk down towards the Riverwalk. I'm holding the handrail on this snowy day. Such a pretty day. I love snow. And I was feeling, like I said, kind of emotional today. And I opened up the blinds this morning when I got out of bed. And I go, hey, it's snowing. And kind of put a smile on my face when I needed a smile on my face. So again, this is the Riverwalk, and it's a 2 or 3 mile probably path through Naperville that was built in 81, 82, I think. And I used to hang out here when I was in high school, and we'd walk around and look at girls. And that was really that was how my love life, that's probably still how my love life is. Few and far between. Yeah. Anyway, I'm especially fond of this statue because that's Dick Tracy checking out the time, and obviously he's got the same last name as me. I'll tell people my name's Ken Tracy, and they'll go, "Is that related to Dick?" Ba-dum-bum-bum. Again, Naperville's got the beautiful Riverwalk and a bunch of covered bridges. I'm going to cross this one and head back towards Starbucks and probably end my show there and get a cup of coffee to warm up a little bit. For anybody that's never watched my videos, thank you so much for hopping on today. And I go live a lot. I create a lot of content. I'm an emotional guy. I've had a lot of highs and lows. I'm twice divorced. I got 4 beautiful kids. I think I have a gift of telling stories. And I'm going to use that gift in any way I can to tell as many stories of really whatever I see fit. So please follow. Please subscribe. I've started doing subscriber-only lives to keep positivity and keep it friendly, and I'd love to grow my subscriber base. I'd appreciate it. One of the nice things about Naperville, we got great people, great schools, great parks, and a great library system. This is the Nichols Library. There's 3 or 4 branches of the Naperville Library, but this is the big one right downtown. Awesome area to bring your kids and have them play. I've got 2 little ones. When I have them there, one's 2 and one's 3.5, but they're both toddlers. They'll go in separate directions. And honestly, I do not know what to do. but I try my best, and I try and laugh, and I try and smile. But by the time I'm done and I get them out and get them back in their car seats, it's usually a pretty big relief for me. Again, this is the front of the Nichols Library. We're back on Jefferson Avenue here, and I'm gonna walk the final block on this snowy day and probably sign off in a bit. I just thought I was feeling really emotional today. For anyone that hasn't checked out one of my videos, I just posted that one about whatever happened to Holly, and I cried at the end of it. And I'll tell you what, I cried a bunch watching it. A yoga store or shop, it's called Peace, and upstairs is a yoga studio. I practice, or used to practice yoga. I guess I still do. I don't go to organized classes these days. When I go to the gym, I'm just there to work out real quickly. But I'll tell you what, yoga is a great exercise for the body and the mind. And it's a great combination of strength, flexibility, balance, and a bunch of mental good stuff. People often ask me my favorite pizza place in Chicago area, because this is the Chicago area. Lou Malnati's gets mentioned a lot. It's an interesting pizza place for sure. I don't know, some glasses store. Oh, Warby Parker. It's kind of a newer store. Again, I talked about makeup stores that my daughters love to go to. Here's Sephora. Again, neat thing about Naperville, it's not really close to Chicago. It's like 35 miles away, but it's a big enough town that you really don't, it's got all the bars, restaurants, and a ton of shopping. An Apple store here. I said this before, it's just amazing the employees they have working there and how patient they are helping customers that probably weren't born with technology like me, and explaining to them how to get their password reset or what have you. Faraday, I'll tell you what, it's kind of a bummer for me. We used to have a Gap down here, and you could buy, Gap clothes at Gap prices. But with the rising retail rates, there's an Eddie Bauer, that's fairly reasonably priced, but at Gap prices. But with the rising retail rates, there's an Eddie Bauer, that's fairly reasonably priced, but at Gap prices. But with the rising retail rates, there's an Eddie Bauer, that's fairly reasonably priced. But expensive. Here's bookshop. I love the smell of bookshops. Anderson's Toy Shop. Another makeup store, MAC. And we got two Bostons over there, which brings back a ton of good memories for me. I used to, hang out here with my older girl. They're older now, but they weren't older back then. And go in there, and there was, they'd hide a stuffed dog, and we'd have to go find it. And if we did, we'd get, some candy or something like that. So I am going to turn around the phone. Oh, well, let me see if I can. Flip camera. Flip camera. Flip camera. Hold on, it's not flipping the camera. There we go. There we go. Let me see if I can do this. I got to get better. I think practice makes perfect, or practice certainly makes better. So again, my name's Ken Tracy. If you're new to my show, please follow, please subscribe, please like my videos. I have a lot of fun doing this. I go live every morning on Coffee with Ken. I am standing outside some Starbucks, and the snow is coming down, and it's supposed to pick up over the next few hours, and I'd love to see us get 2, 3, 4 inches because I just love snow. I think it's pretty. And I want to thank you so much for joining today, taking this little tour on a Friday afternoon with me of the beautiful downtown area of Naperville. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. You had a great week. You're feeling good. You're loving yourself. You are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.